Alright guys, so as you can see I'm doing another video from my room. I mean not my room, girlfriend's house. Um, and I'm gonna be doing it from my phone. So yes, I know these don't, I'm still trying to work out like audio issues and whatnot, but yeah. But it is Godzilla Day, so I had to do a video for Godzilla Day. So I'm gonna give my reviews for Godzilla vs. Megalon, the anniversary animated short film or slash live action animated film, and I'm also going to be giving my thoughts on Operation Jet Jaguar, which obviously for these films, what they do is what they've been doing since Godzilla, since the 68th anniversary. They've basically been doing these films to celebrate like anniversary issues. I mean anniversaries of separate Godzilla films. Obviously, they started with Hedorah. Last year was Gigan. This year, it's celebrating both Megalon and Jet Jaguar. So I think that's really cool. So speaking of Megalon, let's get into Megalon with Godzilla vs. Megalon, the anniversary short film. Now this one you can find on Toho's channel, and this one gives us an updated Megalon and the Seatopians, which we have not seen the Seatopians since Godzilla vs. Megalon. So it's kind of cool to see them, or at least like a priestess. Now, for this and Operation Jet Jaguar, I could not, my girlfriend and I couldn't figure out like an audio thing, like because even the captions were in Japanese, so there's no like English translation, so I couldn't tell you, and I wasn't gonna go digging around to go like, all right, I'm just here for monsters, I'm just gonna watch that. But the thing of it is that I really like the idea of having the Seatopians back, and also having them as a power, like giving them more credence to be more like aggressive and more, there's more of a magic to them. So I think that's really cool. I also like the new design for Megalon. Megalon's new design is fucking boss. Really looks like they've gone less for cockroach for Megalon and more rhino beetle. Definitely you can see more of the like rhino beetle-esque design in him. He's bulkier, he's got more of a armored feel to him, and he does have more like beetle-like wings. I also like that his bomb attack has been updated to like spear. There's like a great scene where like he spears a helicopter with one of his bombs and it just crashes then explodes. And they really utilize that. I also like how they use his horn beam now. The drills are more updated. This is from the same group who did Godzilla vs. Gigan from last year. And this time around, instead of being a full animated feature, it's a full-on live-action animated feature. So I do like the live-action scenes of it. I don't like... I think for what it is, I do think for what it is, the animation scenes, they are a little buggy, but considering there is a bit of a budget here, I do like that. I do like that we have more of a budget for this film, and it's kind of neat to see a live-action and animation, but let's be real, there's also this other thing we're going to talk about with Operation Jet Jaguar that, we're going to talk, that one is more to my liking when it comes to having some tokusatsu stuff. Now, keep in mind, I still like this short. I think the battle between Godzilla and Megalon is a great fight. I do like that this version of Godzilla we have, like, can use his atomic abilities, not just for an atomic breath, but also, like, he can use them, like, he can charge up his fist, like, doing fucking Shoryuken. There's even, like, there was a moment, I swear, where, like, Godzilla uppercuts Megalon with that charge fist, and I'm like, Shoryuken! Now, there's also a moment where, like, there's a direct it has to be a reference to Godzilla vs. Hedorah, where Godzilla, like, launches himself midair, with his atomic powers and, like, goes flying forward. That has to be, like, a reference to Godzilla vs. Hedorah. Yeah, it was a good short. I think I like this more than the Gigan one, because the Gigan one, Godzilla vs. Gigan Rex, I did like it, but, like, it really... I think they OP Gigan just a bit. But then again, Gigan hasn't really gotten a lot of love, so it is that. And I think Megalon did need a new upgrade. I think now when I think of Megalon, I'm going to think of this not to say, like, Megalon's never been a favorite of mine, so it's kind of cool that he got his just due upgrade. So hopefully when we get to Terror of Mechagodzilla, Titanosaurus will get his upgrade next. Maybe King Caesar, too. Now let's move on to Operation Jet Jaguar. Operation Jet Jaguar is the third film in these anniversary trilogy. First one we had was Godzilla fighting Hedorah, then was Gigan, and now we have Jet Jaguar. And it does leave off for a sequel bait for the next monster. And, yeah. First off, let's talk about Jet Jaguar himself, like the Jet Jaguar suit. I really like it, although I will say the chest piece, you can clearly tell, was not, because the originally it wasn't part of it was not like an add-on suit. Here it feels like a bad Halloween costume. Like, if you really look at the chest piece too long, you're like, all right. Also, another thing, I don't understand why Toho releases the animated films now and not the live-action films, because those are the ones we really want to see. Like, the live-action Tokusatsu ones, and yes, it is Final Wars Godzilla suit once again, and they did really good with the miniatures. I love the tracking shots, especially. There's a great tracking shot of, like, when Godzilla and Jet Jaguar are fighting, and, like, Jet Jaguar's trying to get in close to him, so he has to, like, dodge and, like, duck, dodge, dive, and dodge. Kudos if you got that reference. Just atomic breath after atomic breath, and he's just, like, just bobbing and weaving out of the way to get in close, and the fight's really good. There's a lot. I can see why, like, the Final War suit is used a lot, obviously, because it's probably the only one they have left that isn't, like, ruined. But also, that one gives you the ability to, like, do more stunt work. Like, it's a more versatile, slimmer suit, which allows the suit actor to get, like, up at close and not depend on, like, beam battling. So it's kind of cool to see a Godzilla that uses, like, a mixture of the two in the fight. And there are some great shots of between that fight between him and Jet Jaguar. And then it comes down to seeing Ghidorah come down. And it does look like the next anniversary will focus on Ghidorah, like Ghidorah the three-headed monster. I imagine that's where, because I imagine that's the next anniversary movie. Or it could be Monster Zero, I can't remember. But, no, I think it is going to, 1964, 2024, yeah, it's probably the 50th anniversary for Ghidorah the three-headed monster. And the suit they use is from GMK Ghidorah, which I did see recently in a Japanese commercial. It had, like, zombies and samurais and Ghidorah show up at the end. It was a funny-ass commercial. So, yeah, and the idea that they leave it off as, like, to be continued, I'm like, that's really cool. I really like the idea that we're going to see the possibility of seeing Jet Jaguar fight Ghidorah alongside Godzilla is really neat. I also imagine that we'll probably get also in that short Rodan and Mothra, or whatever they have left. I would imagine what they have left on standby is the Final Wars Rodan, and I imagine probably not Final Wars, but maybe, like, the GMK Mothra prop lying around. So, yeah, all in all, really good. Of course, we got trailers for Godzilla -1. I did watch the international one, but I need to lay off trailers because I feel like I'm gonna spoil myself. But yeah. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of what did you think of the anniversary short films? I know that Operation Jet Jaguar is going to be harder to find. I actually found, like, someone put it on their channel. I imagine it's going to be taken down by now. But you can go watch Godzilla vs. Megalon on Toho's official page. So, yeah. And again, it's so good that I'm hearing, like, a lot of great things coming from Godzilla -1. December 1st can't get here soon enough, guys. But anyway. So you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think of this? Other than that, hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.